Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 8th. We're going to jump right in here. You have this dragonfly spirit says truth transcends illusion. You also have this bat spirit says rebirth is assured. I almost feel this could be a second chance coming in for you. You do have the tower, which we'll talk about in just a second, but I kind of feel that this could be you getting a second chance, or I just feel like that's what the rebirth is. I don't necessarily feel that this is a person. Yeah, there's definitely a change in your fortunes going on here, Gemini. I mean, you have Jupiter in your sign, so things should be, or should at least start to improve if they haven't already. My theory with Jupiter is that we don't really get the benefits until it leaves the sign. And so, again, you might not get all the benefits of having Jupiter in your first house, if it even is your first house, until after it leaves. But, let's keep this going before I speak too much. And let's see here. You have the Tower, the Justice card, and the King of Swords. This could be literal justice if you have been through some sort of tower moment, and this could be legal or otherwise. The King of Swords is also law and order. So for some of you, you could be experiencing justice. I also feel that this could be kind of like a karma type deal. You could be seeing someone getting their karma, or you could be getting positive karma as well. It's like sometimes, people used to ask me all the time, and even, I read on Mondays on Instagram with the lovely Bonnie, right? And so every single Monday, people always ask me, almost every single Monday, people are like, is this person going to get their karma? I'm like, no, your karma, their karma is you improving your life and living a better life and making them regret it, right? I don't think we should make anyone do anything, but, again, if you really want someone to get their karma, then, become a badass, right? Do it, work on yourself so much that they will forever regret leaving you, right? Thinking about you on their deathbed. So your job is to make your life at the best it possibly can be. And I feel like that could be what's going on here, Gemini, is that you could be improving yourself. You could be working on yourself. You could be, maybe you had a tower moment and now you're experiencing positive karma in the sense that your fortunes are turning in your favor with the Wheel of Fortune. So again, wouldn't even worry about it. The other thing, one thing I want to mention real quick is that this card is number 22. And 22 is a master builder number, right? And so 22s, I just moved from a number 22 house into not a 22 house. And let me tell you, it's like that was a major pain in the ass, I will say, living in a 22 house. I never really believed in the whole home numerology thing or anything like that. But when I worked there, when I was working, because I work from home in that house, it's like I was doing very foundational, very foundational kind of building type stuff for my businesses and things like that. And it was a lot of work and it was hard work. And the reason I'm babbling on about this is because I feel like you could be coming off of a period of time where you've been doing a lot of kind of foundational work. Even the tower gets reduced down to its foundation, and then we always have to rebuild it after. So it wouldn't surprise me if some of you are coming off a period of time where you were doing kind of more of that detail-oriented foundational type stuff. You have the Justice card again. I just feel positive karma coming in off of this Justice card. It could be justice, but I really kind of feel that you're experiencing a fortunate turnaround with the with the Wheel of Fortune, or you are experiencing some fortunes just in general. You have the King of Swords, and again, the King of Swords can represent law and order, so I do feel that for a lot of you, this is, again, karma. I also do feel that some of you could be attracting new love in your life. We go up to the Wheel of Fortune, to the Page of Cups, and this is kind of saying to me that you could be opening up here. The King of Swords sometimes can be a little bit cold or shut off, and I just feel that this is saying that in the future, maybe not right now, because this row represents messages from your future self. And so I kind of feel like it's saying that you might be opening up even though you've been heartbroken or something like that. And there could be a really good offer coming in for you with that Page of Cups. With the Tower, let's see here. With the Tower, you have the Page of Swords. I thought you had the Page of Swords twice, but I guess not. So again, you have the Page of Swords. I would be careful with the Page of Swords of a person coming back into your life. Again, we're getting closer to Mercury retrograde. We're getting closer to the shadow period as well. And the Page of Swords, he's looking back towards the past. So again, I would be careful. Maybe you need to block or put up boundaries. I'm pretty sure I said this in your last reading as well. So if I did, and if that was you that I was talking to, then I would be extra careful, and I would make sure that, if you have anyone that will upset you if they come back into your life, I would, put up boundaries. With the Justice card, you have the Three of Wands. I feel like you're very focused on expansion. I have a feeling that probably for the next 14 months, somewhere around there, you'll probably have the Three of Wands in every single one of your readings. Having Jupiter in your sign gives you a very strong desire for expansion. You will want to expand. You will want to grow, and you will want to learn new things. So I think it's just that simple. And the Three of Wands says that your justice is expansion. Like I said, your justice is becoming the best version of yourself. With the King of Swords, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, there's some sort of change going on here. The other funny thing is if you do want love, I feel for some of you that you could be, it's like maybe you already have your eye on a person, or you're already talking to a person, and I kind of feel like this could be them almost softening up over time. It's like sometimes I think you meet a person, maybe you don't realize it, but they're more reserved at first, and so this person might be a little bit more reserved at first, and then they become, they kind of soften up over time as you get to know them, so that could be a good thing. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this By the Book card and this Yang energy card. So action. The Yang energy card is kind of like the Ace of Wands. It just represents, a new beginning or a fresh start. And I do feel that there could be a fresh start here. The By the Book card, I feel, is saying things are actually going according to plan for once. This kind of looks like a good week for me, for you, I should say, for work. If you're working on things, I just get this feeling that you can, it's almost like you can set a plan and things go almost perfectly. Things will never be perfect. Something will always pop up. But for the most part, I feel that this is kind of saying that for the most part, things are, you come up with a plan, it'll just work. And, of course, you're going to have to put the work in, and things aren't perfect. But, for the most part, I just see it kind of rolling forward. You have the Three of Swords. I do feel like some of you are either healing from a heartbreak, or you could need to forgive a past situation. The thing with the Three of Swords is that those swords are in your own heart, and you have to remove those swords from your heart so that you can heal. And this doesn't mean you have to forgive a person directly. It just means that you have to forgive them in your heart so that you can heal and move on, and that's it, right? The other thing is, I tell everyone, after a breakup, that they should be, working on themselves, improving themselves, and all that other stuff, because then, as you feel, when you do that, you feel better and better and better, and then before you know it, you'll get yourself to a point where you're like, what was I even thinking being with this person? I'm so much better. But you have to prove that to yourself, and I think that's the one mistake a lot of people make, is they date someone who cheats on them, and then they just, kind of wallow in it and think about it 24/7 instead of doing something about it. So I would go do something about it. Have a glow up, right here, Nine of Pentacles, pre-Empress energy. I think that a glow up is available to you if you put the work in to have it. You have the Wheel of Fortune again. So the Wheel of Fortune, I feel, is just talking about a change in your fortunes, or, kind of being set free from the tower, or a tower moment that you had. I'm getting that this tower moment could have happened 2 years ago. This could be something that's kind of coming back around. I'm not saying that it's necessarily a person coming back to you or anything like that. Although what I would say is I feel like some of the themes from something that you went through could be coming back at this time. And it's almost like you're correcting it, or you're fixing it. It's like you could have a theme where maybe a person abandoned you, and maybe the abandonment theme is showing up in your life. I'm not saying you're being abandoned, but maybe just certain aspects of it are showing up, and I kind of feel like you are crushing those things right here. It's like you have the opportunity to face those fears of abandonment or worry, or whatever it was for you that happened with this tower moment, and now you have the opportunity to rise above it with the Nine of Pentacles. It's almost like you are correcting generational issues, or things that happened. You have the Temperance card again. You have the power to fix these things. Temperance is patience, but temperance is also he is trying to turn that water into wine. It's a card of alchemy. And it says, can you take your crappy, shitty situation and turn it around into something much, much better, much better? Can you turn it into something, can you turn your life into something that's worth living? And I really think that's why we're all here. It's like, we don't have to suffer. I think everything makes it seem like we have to suffer. But, as a person who stayed stuck for 4 years suffering, I can tell you that you can pull yourself out of it. And I never thought I could. So if I can do it, you can do it. And I feel like this is saying you can turn your situation around. With the Three of Swords, you have the High Priestess here. Yeah, there is a lot of intuition here. We go here, the Queen of Cups as well. Even the King of Swords, he is kind of intuitive. He's developed a certain type of intuition from knowledge and wisdom. So he's learned a lot on his journey, and he might not necessarily be intuitive like we think about it, but he almost has an intuitive sense for all the things that he works on. And so I feel it would be a great time for you to tap into your intuition, but also trust your knowledge as well. With the strength, with the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Strength card. So you've developed a lot of strength. You've been another card that really says you've been doing a lot of work on yourself, Gemini. And this is what's causing the turnaround. I feel like you need to start putting yourself into bigger situations as well. Any bigger opportunities. The Strength card says you've done a lot of work on yourself, but it's almost like you're still playing small. I think you need to start going for big things. Big people that you feel are out of your league, or starting businesses that are harder, or kind of like working on projects that are harder and bigger for you to do. That's where the growth is going to come in. With the Temperance card, you have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, walking away from things that no longer serve you. I feel like this past thing, right here, sorry, a past situation no longer serves you. I feel like a past situation is just getting in the way, and that's what I will say there. Next in the area from messages from your future self, you have a Lion. It says strength and success. Could be a Leo coming in for you if you want love. You have this Flowers card. It says romance and sweetness on it. So there could be a very romantic, sweet person coming in for you. I feel like this person also is equally as strong. They have also done a lot of work on themselves right here. So this person here, and the Page of Cups could be an admirer, or like a secret admirer. So if you want love, this could definitely be a person that's coming in for you. And I also feel that this could be a very dreamy person who has a lot of big dreams, and maybe they are working towards those dreams. I kind of see two people working towards a glow up with that Nine of Pentacles here. It's you're not necessarily glowing up this second, but I feel like you're working on it. You could have your eye on this person as well, so take it how it resonates. You have the Nine of Pentacles. There's the pre-glow up, we'll call it. The Nine of Pentacles encourages two things. Number one is focusing on your environment. There's a snail right here, and the snail wears its home on its back, and so it kind of represents, having a glow up, or represents correcting your environment, making sure that you're setting yourself up for an environment of success, right? The bird right here, this falcon, represents training your focus and making sure that you're focusing on the things you want. Someone asked me a couple weeks ago, they said, I can't stop thinking about my ex. You keep saying that we have to move forward and all this other stuff, but I can't stop thinking about them. And so what do I do? And I said to that person, you have to you have to correct your thoughts. It's every time you think about them, try to think about something else, or change your thoughts, or go and do something, do 10 push-ups or something like that. It's you have to do something to move forward. Again, the most stuck I've ever been, I was just sitting in my room, staring at a wall, doing nothing every single day for 4 years straight, just banging my head against the wall and trying to guess about a bunch of things in my life instead of just moving forward. What changed my life was going for walks. Literally, I just started correcting the thought. I had the thought, I'd go for a walk about whatever I was thinking about, whatever was ruining my day, because every day was ruined during that time because of stinking thinking, right? And I'm convinced that it was walking was the first thing that I did that really broke me out of it. So I think that literal action, literally doing something to push your body forward is good enough. I also think that making progress on something, go do a puzzle, go, color in a coloring book. I don't care what it is, but I just think that progress, or seeing progress, is the thing that will get your brain moving away from whatever it is that you're thinking about, whether it's a breakup or job failure, job loss, whatever, right? And, it's a quick way to do it. So that's what I would do here. You have the Ace of Cups. I feel like the Ace of Cups is saying that there's like I do feel like this is a very romantic person. Like I do kind of get that like very smushy person. This person has a hard exterior, is what I'm going to say. I feel like this person, much like me, I think this person has resting bitch face, right? And I feel like this person maybe is, it's like maybe like I don't think they're like trying to be a tough guy, tough girl, or what, or anything like that. But I just think they have like a tougher look. There's something going on here. So, I'll say that it's popping into my head. But I do feel that they are very warm, and just they will open up. With the Page of Cups, you have the Five of Cups. Again, I think you have to let go of regrets. There's something coming in for you, but you have to see it. He has to turn around and see these two cups so he can get this bridge in this castle. So again, I do think that this reading is encouraging you, Gemini, to start focusing in the right direction. Instead of focusing on the spilt cups, focus on what you do have, and kind of like also actively correct your thoughts. With the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is only seeing one way of doing things when there are many ways to do things. It's kind of like the energy is right for things to be perfect, but things are not perfect, is what this reading is saying to me. Eight of Swords, Five of Cups, Tower, Three of Swords, Eight of Cups here as well. So there's like a need for you to, work on correcting the thoughts that are popping into your head. With the Ace of Cups, you have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is someone who wants something long-term, someone who's very stable, secure. So again, could be a really good person. Could be an earth sign as well. Could also be a person who has a lot of earth in their chart, is what I'm feeling off of this card. I also have Aries popping into my head. But what I also want to say is that if you have a lot of Aries in your chart, I think it's more likely that you will meet an earth sign. Popped into my head. So I have to say it. But that's what I feel here. I also do feel a lot of you have a great opportunity to correct your finances. So if you are working on something financial, this looks really good. You have this media card. It says, get more publicity to increase your finances. Jupiter in your first. Whenever Jupiter's in your sign, it's an amazing time to get as much attention as you possibly can. You have this growth card. It says, expect good money flow, a raise, or a new job offer soon. It's important to unlearn to grow as rules continue to morph and change. I think you have to unlearn old habits, old ideas about yourself, old ideas that other people have given to you through, through experiences. And it's time to really focus on the growth. You have the Four Swords. Again, this is coming up in the area of the good stuff. Four Swords is a card of resting, relaxing, recovering, and I would take as much time as you can to rest, relax, recover, but there could also be blessings coming in for you. There's a person right here who is blessing another person in that stained glass window, so you could be receiving some blessings in your life. You have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a celebration or happiness, and I do feel like there could be some sort of celebration coming in for you with the Three of Cups. I feel like you could be having a lot of fun at this time, so I just see kind of like a lot of fun opportunities. I would also take advantage of socializing or any social opportunities that you have. You have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups definitely could be you following your heart. You also have the Ace of Cups. I believe that we're in a heart-based time. You have the Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups. I think it's an amazing time to allow your heart to guide you. And the thing with Gemini is that, it's not necessarily logical. I'm a Gemini moon, right? So I'm super logical. I also have Mercury on my ascendant in Aquarius. And so, I find myself being like trying to logic things into existence. And, life isn't very logical. So there you go. With the Four Swords, you have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is about going on new adventures, having fun. So again, with the Three of Cups, I would definitely be socializing, getting yourself out there. With the Three of Cups, you have the Six of Cups. This could be a reunion with a person, but I don't really feel this is a person that you ever dated. I think that this could be a person that you've been interested in, and now you're having a reunion with them. I also do feel this could just be like a past life person. We have a lot of karmic energy here, so it could be a person from a past life. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Four Swords again. So the Four Swords is encouraging you to protect your heart with that Queen of Cups, and to also kind of like really take care of yourself. Part of Empress energy, and you have pre-Empress energy here with the Nine of Pentacles, is, she practices really good self-care, so taking care of yourself. You have this flag. It says, don't be tempted to lower your standards. I kind of said something like this about playing big. I think that you going into old situations that are smaller than the new you, strength card, lion card, all this other stuff, is kind of lowering your standards. And we're not talking about love here. This could be in work, business, your health. pretty much everything. And so I feel like it's time to really enter into bigger things. You have this rose card. It says romance is in the air. Clearly, there's someone who's trying to break through your barriers here, or vice versa. Take it how it resonates, but definitely love. You have this kite card. It says vacation on it. You know, it is July, so a lot of people go on vacation in July. If you're going on vacation, I think it's a great time to do it. You have this boot. It says increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. We said that. So yes, definitely. I don't think it's about increasing your efforts. I think it's about doing harder things. You know, I always say, like, if you lift the same amount of weight, if you're working out, your muscles aren't really going to grow. You know, you have to lift heavier weights and challenge yourself. And I feel that's what this is saying. It's saying you have to lift the weights of life to continue to grow. You have this jug. It says lighthearted, carefree time. This is what I'd be focusing on if I were you, Gemini, is doing things that are fun for you, having more fun, enjoying yourself more, going out with friends, spending time with people who matter to you. In all the July readings said people need to have more fun. The energy is too serious. And again, when I was stuck in my life, right, for 4 years, I was super serious during that time. I wouldn't allow myself to have fun, and it just led to stuck energy. So I am convinced that if we don't do fun things, if we don't enjoy ourselves, we're just going to be stuck. So I would go do fun things. But this is a pretty interesting reading. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.